The first accessory is going to be a shoebox. Yeah, you're like, whoa, what can I do with a shoebox? So this next item can range from cheap to expensive. Probably the best book you can have if you're a sneaker. This is like the last item that I personally have myself, the Off-White. What is up and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're back with another YouTube video. So today I'm going to be breaking down the most cheapest hypebeast accessories that you can put in your room to spice your room up, all the way to like the higher end stuff that's kind of more on the expensive end, but if you want it, you can still buy it and put it in your room and make it look like a hypebeast, like a little room. So let's get into that right now. Before we hop into this video, like I said, guys, we're doing weekly uploads. Every week we're getting at least one long form video out. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, comment, like it, help me out, guys. I'm really trying to grow this channel and bring you guys the best content possible, but you guys just have to hit that subscribe button first. But I appreciate you. Let's get into these accessories right now. The first accessory is going to be a shoebox. Yeah, you're like, whoa, what can I do with a shoebox? Well, if you look behind me, I have this fire set up for my YouTube videos that I use. I just lined up all these shoebox and they give like that nice, cool, like shoebox vibe, if that makes sense. You can also hang them on your wall and kind of put your shoes on top of them with thumbtacks. I personally used to do that. I don't do it anymore just because I have that shelf over there now. But you can also just stack the shoeboxes up in your corner and kind of give that visual effect that, hey, I have a ton of shoes. But yeah, shoeboxes are going to be the first one just because it is free and it's the most affordable option. But let's get into the next one. So the next one's going to be like cereals. I get, yeah, you're like, why would I want to have food in my room? These cereal brands are doing like collaborations with like Travis Scott. They recently did a Cause collection like that. Pierre Water, they did a collaboration with Murakami. So I can throw that up on screen right here. There's a, like I said, there's a Cause one, a Travis Scott one, a Lil Yachty one. You even have like LeBron James Wheaties and stuff like that. There's a ton of cereal boxes you can kind of throw in your room, or you can honestly spice it up with like other like foodie items, if that makes sense. But make sure you're not getting anything like the Travis Scott McDonald's meal and throw it on your shelf, because that would just be weird if you still have like a Travis Scott McDonald's meal just sitting on your shelf. Don't do that. But let's hop into the next item. So this next item can range from cheap to expensive. It's kind of just how you want to look at it. You can throw like your old shoes that you don't wear anymore, or kind of like an old memorabilia piece on your shelf like this. If you truly want to, like this is the first shoe that ever kind of like got me into shoes. So that's why I have this and it kind of sits on my shelf. Or you can even just throw some like nice and hyped up shoes on like the top of your shelf that you really don't wear too often, and then kind of give that effect that like, yeah, I'm balling. I got these on my shelf. So another really affordable option is Funko Pops. These two personally are signed by Dominique Wilkins and Shaquille O'Neal, but you don't have to get the signed ones. You can really just get like the regular ones and hang them on your shelf. You can just get the basic ones, or if you want to, you can go out of your way and get them signed by your favorite like players, your favorite singers, your favorite rappers. There's a ton of Funko Pops that will kind of fit to your needs. There's a lot of Funko Pops and it's a really good way to express yourself. Get signed ones, you can get regular ones. It just depends on how you want them. This right here is another like cool one that kind of personalizes to you. You can get like plush toys, if that makes sense. I got this one for my favorite brand. It's a brand called Ransom. They did this little plush devil, which is super sick. You can see Ransom on his stomach. And then I also like Pokemon, so I gotta have the Pikachu on my shelf. I actually got this from my homie that thrifted it. So you can even just thrift these. These are super cheap as well too. This one's a little bit more on the expensive end, but plush toys give like a very like chill, like cool, mellow vibe to your room if you like plush toys. Definitely throw some plush toys up in your room. This next one is like This next one is like pictures or posters you can hang on your wall. Like there's a Supreme poster right here. I have never hung that one up because I don't like the way it looks, but it came with one of the next upcoming items that you'll see soon. But I also have this one that I do hang on my wall, this painting right here. It's just a little reprint of, I think, like a Banksy art. It's just a quick little reprint of some like famous artist, like a Monopoly man staring at like some painting. It is a reprint, but it just adds to the room. You honestly don't have to go super expensive. If you want to get the original painting of these you're my guest, but they're super expensive, so you really don't have to. Just get a reprint and hang on your wall. No one's coming in your room like, whoa, is that like the original? No one's gonna do that. That's like really weird. No one does that. But let's move on to the next item. If you're a nerd, you're gonna like this one. Hypebeast books. Here's some of my favorite books that I have like sitting on my shelf that I stack up. This is probably the best book you can have if you're a sneakerhead, the Ultimate Sneaker Book. It kind of breaks down the history of like a ton of Nikes, Jordans, Air Maxes, SBs. It breaks down a lot of history of sneakers if you truly want to read it. You don't gotta be that guy that's like, oh, I don't read. No, like if you truly care about this stuff, read the Ultimate Sneaker Book. It's a really cool book. Here's like the Supreme Volume 2. It's like the lookbook over the past few years when they dropped this book. So this one has some super cool pieces in there. Some unreleased Supreme pieces that you've never seen are gonna be in this book. And then my last one is this Off-White book. This one kind of breaks down the history of Off-White and Nike and how he came up with some of the collaborations that he did. But I know you're also looking at me like, yo, what are you gonna do with a book? What can I do with a book? You can set it on a coffee table, you can put it on your shelf, you can even just read them. Like, they're super cool. Don't be afraid to have some books in your room. Like I said, I stack mine up on a shelf just like this, and it looks super cool because they're all kind of catered to what I like. So let's move on to that next item. The next item is a little bit more expensive, but it can also be on the cheaper end as well too. Supreme Accessories. They have tons of accessories for you to choose from to get your favorite one. I personally have the Nutcracker, these cups, the voodoo doll, and I even have this funny Supreme accessory right here. It's like a monkey wrench. You kind of use this for like plumbing or something like that, I think. But yeah, the monkey wrench is a super cool item. They have tons of accessories that you can choose from. I'll pop a few more up on screen right here. So yeah, check out some Supreme accessories. They're really cool to throw on your shelf. They're really cool to put on your desk. They're little knickknacks. You can do anything with them. They're super cool. Check out some Supreme accessories, and there's some affordable options in there too. Bear bricks are another super cool option. I know they're a little bit more on the expensive end, but if you can get them for retail, you can get them for about $250 for retail, and then you can kind of get them to cater towards your needs, just like Funko Pops. They have tons of collaborations where you can just find your favorite brands that kind of did a bear brick, and you can throw your favorite brands up on your shelf. Like, I personally have FaZe Clan because FaZe Clan was a huge inspiration to me when I was growing up, and now they're kind of the reason I make content. I really look up to these people right here, so that's why I have these. And they even have like the more affordable, smaller ones if you want to like throw it in your car or like on your desk like as a little knickknack. They have the smaller ones as well too. Personally, you don't need to get any bigger than this though. So the next one is cause figures. I personally don't own any of these because they're just super expensive, but at the end of the day, they are art pieces. They're not to be messed with. They are literally made for the intent of art. So if you want a cause figure, definitely pick up a cause figure. They go for a lot. I personally can't afford them, so I don't buy them because they're anywhere from like $1,000 to like $3,000, $5,000 for some cause figures. But I respect it. It is art. I'm not hating on the prices or anything like that. I would never buy a fake one because I respect that it is art. But there are fake ones out there. Don't buy the fake one. Support the real artist. Buy the real thing. Cause figures. This is like the last item that I personally have myself, the Off-White wet grass rug. I'll throw up a video on screen right here. It's kind of hard to show while I'm filming. The Off-White wet grass rug is literally just a green rug with white text on it that says wet grass. They also have the receipt rug that's a little bit cheaper, and then they have the more expensive option, which is the keep off rug. It's a super huge like rug that just says keep off. That thing goes for like 3 bands. I'm not paying that for a rug. I even bought my wet grass rug used. You will not catch me slipping paying like $1,000 for a rug. Not gonna happen. I didn't even pay for it. I traded 2 pieces of clothing to get this wet grass rug. You're not gonna catch me paying $1,000 for a rug. But the wet grass rug is a really good option. That's gonna be the end of this video. I appreciate you guys for coming out and watching this entire video. If you watched the entire video all the way through, drop a comment, drop a like, hit that subscribe button. Peace out, guys. We're out.